Hello everyone, my name is John Michael Bushman and welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and this time it'll be a proper deck profile on Lyrilisk. So I brought this to the Xyz Festival and I honestly really liked it. Like I said during the Xyz Festival, the Tri-Brigade Splash raises the ceiling of this deck significantly, but the pure build has its own quirks, like say being able to play something like Jester Confit, or making Effect Veiler searchable for some reason. But yeah, Pure Lyrilisk is essentially a combo control deck. I'd like to call it a combo control deck, but yeah, main goal, get two boss monsters out, namely Ensemble Robin and Utopic Future Dragon, which in my opinion is an honorary Lyrilisk because it has wings and these are bird girls. So let's just get into the individual cards. I think I should start first with the Crossout Designator package. We have DD Crow. I did not mean to click it that way. Yeah, DD Crow, Effect Veiler, Maxi, Ash Blossom, and Nibiru and Infinite Impermanence. This is the Crossout Designator package. I've been debating whether or not to bump Ash Blossom down to 2 and get Maxi up to 2 so that I can get Maxi up to 2, but that'll ruin the consistency of this deck. And since I have like only a handful of actual summonable monsters and the rest are hand traps, making the deck fatter by adding 2 more copies of Maxi just might reduce the consistency of this deck. So there's that. Then a one-off fun-off Jester Confit. You only really special summon him by searching him off of War Arfdao. He is a really good extender, gets into your extra deck plays, hopefully. And that's honestly all. That's the only reason he's really in the deck. He's a free special summon. And yes, you are morally obligated to play sad clown music whenever he ends up on the field. And for speaking of the Crossout Designator package, DD Crow isn't really part of the Crossout Designator package now that I'm thinking about it. It's a searchable hand trap thanks to Rosetta Starling, but we'll get more to her in a bit, and you can also summon him. Nerval should also be in this deck, but I don't really have a need for him in here. He'll essentially just be a soft Garnet. But yeah, now onto the Lyrilists themselves. We have Cobalt Sparrow. This is far more important now than ever because a lot of stuff requires you to target. Cobalt Sparrow stops those kinds of things. Basically, it makes your Xyz monsters untargetable. And if she's special summoned, you get to search a bird. Usually one of the other Lyrilists that aren't in your hand yet. So yeah, that's Cobalt Sparrow is like the second most important Lyrilisk in the deck apart from Turquoise Warbler here. Next is our first 2 of Sapphire Swallow. If she's in your hand and you control the Winged Beast, you can special summon Swallow, you can special summon Sapphire Swallow and that one other Lyrilisk to both onto the field. Although granted, it can be any level 1 Winged Beast, but there aren't really a lot of other good Winged Beasts in here. Yeah, she's essentially a free special summon if you have another Winged Beast in hand and you have a Winged Beast on the field. So I used to run 3 copies, but she's the biggest brick in this deck. Although she's a soft Garnet like most of the other monsters in this deck. But yeah, Sapphire Swallow, you only ever really need 2 of them, and nothing more. And she does have a non-once per turn effect where if she's used as an Xyz material, you can attach a Lyrilisk monster from your graveyard to that Xyz monster. So that's not once per turn, although her special summon effect is for some reason. Next is the main starter of the deck, Turquoise Warbler. Whether it's turn 1 or turn 2, she's always a free special summon. Then if you special summon her, you special summon a Lyrilisk from the hand or graveyard, and that's it. She gets your play started. No questions asked. Next is probably the card that most Lyrilisk players would cut to 2, and I prefer it at 3 because this is a pure build, not it doesn't have a Tri-Brigade Splash. Barrow Canary, she's essentially a searchable archetypal monster reborn. She can extend your plays and whatnot, and if she's used an Xyz material, this is actually important. The attack boost isn't, but it cannot switch control. It can come up, especially with your main win con. Here, Utopic Future. If your opponent also has Utopic Future, they cannot take control of that card. Oh, excuse me. Next is the other two of Wagtail. If she's special summoned, you can add a Lureless spell trap from your deck to your hand. Now, the Lureless spells and traps are not really that many, but there is one that is always up for consideration, and that's Bird Strike. This is essentially a searchable Dark Ruler no more, but it's a searchable Dark Ruler no more, but it does not stop you from inflicting damage. So keep this in mind when you're building this deck. So yeah, you can search birds. I cannot English. Bird Strike, or the most important one, Bird Call, and the one of fun of Bird Sanctuary, but we'll get to those later. And if she's in the graveyard, you can target a Lureless Xyz monster, attach it as material. This is a once per turn. I've made that mistake a couple of times. You can only attach her from the graveyard once per turn, and her special summon is also once per turn, but that's neither here nor there. Maxi for card draw. Ash Blossom is my defensive hand trap of choice, because Droll and Lockbird is also level 1, by the way, so you can also have her or him. I don't know if Droll is male or female, I don't know. Anyway, Droll is also a searchable off of War Arfdao. Basically a slightly less powerful version of Ash Blossom, but granted, Droll and Lockbird stop searching for the rest of the turn for both players, but Ash Blossom is usually more than enough. I mean, Droll and Lockbird only ever really shows up if, the format is really, really degenerate. And one of Nibiru, because why not? This is a combo deck. Your opponent could have, Ash Blossom, Effect Veiler, and Nibiru as part of the Cross of Designator package can help that. And you can also use this defensively, especially if you open with it and then you're made to go second. You can rock their world. Next is Monster Reborn. This is not a reborn spell, this is an extender. And you cannot change my mind. Instant Fusion is our next spell. This summons... there are only 2 targets in the extra deck here, Millennium Ice Restrict. This is basically the 5th copy of Called by the Grave and or Crossout Designator. It stops monster-based effects, basically hand traps and all that. It can also, be an Xyz material, since Millennium Ice Restrict is level 1. The only other target, and will probably hit the ban list, I don't know, I mean, they banned Starving Venom Fusion Dragon in the TCG. It's unbanned in OCG for some reason, so it can use the copy effect. It's an FTK, it's consistent, but yeah, it's neither here nor there. But yeah, Independent Nightingale is the only fusion I was gonna say Nightingale, Lureless monster. She has a burn effect and she does a bunch of other things, but honestly, you're only ever really using her as Xyz material. Next is 1-for-1. It's basically an extra copy of any of your bird girls here. So is War Arfdao. You can add a level 1 monster, which includes DD Crow, Jester Confit, and Effect Veiler. So this is basically your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th copies of these cards. Pot of Prosperity for card selection. This deck does not really need card draw because of how much searching it needs to do. And you only ever really need to resolve 1 Pot of Prosperity. I've been actually considering YuGiOh. Is that right? YuGiOh in its spot rather than Pot of Prosperity, since it acts as another Monster Reborn style effect. But it may come up where you have a bunch of bird girls in hand and you've already normal summoned for that turn, and then you have YuGiOh basically rotting in the hand. So the card selection Pot of Prosperity offers is honestly a lot better. Next is Lureless Bird Call. Honestly, the craziest spell card in this deck. Searches any of your Lurelisk, and then you can special summon... excuse me, I cannot English. You can search a Lurelisk and either add to hand or send to graveyard, and then special summon a Lurelisk that's of a different name. This is crazy because if you don't have access to Wagtail yet, you can use Bird Call, send her to the graveyard, and then special if you have another bird in hand, let's say Cobalt Sparrow or Turquoise Warbler, you can summon them from the hand after the fact. this is a crazy extender. It's also a crazy starter. This I won't be surprised if this gets hit on the ban list sooner or later. Although, I mean, Fire Formation Thank You will supposedly be hit to 1 in the probably hopefully soon. Next is Bird Sanctuary. You only ever really need one of this. I've actually been contemplating on cutting it down because you only ever really use it to either draw a card or if you're made to go second, use 2 Xyz Winged Beast monsters and then, you know, pile it up on Assembled Nightingale here. I once had a game where Assembled Nightingale had like 13 materials and I basically swung for game in that turn. So yeah, that's all Birdsank ever really does. It's the last sentence. An Xyz monster with 3 or more materials to draw a card. That's usually oh, where is he? Yeah, Utopic Draco after turn 1, but you won't really miss it. Next is well, this is only a best of 1 game, so you need spell trap. You need hard spell trap removal, and Cosmic Cyclone is the only slot in this deck that I can afford. I mean, I could put Twin Twisters, but with Eldritch, I guess Eldritch is starting to become less popular, but you know, you can never really be too careful. Next is Call by the Grave and Cross of Designator. It stops hand traps. That's pretty much it. You can cut Infinite Impermanence as part of the, you know, hand trap lineup here. And then the extra deck, Utopic Future. It's basically just a stepping stone towards Utopic Draco. It's a monster negate and will steal monsters if necessary. Now, of note, Utopic Draco can be targeted, but he cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. So, non-targeting shenanigans can still get rid of him, although your opponent would have to commit a lot of resources to get rid of this guy. Next are the Lyrilisk monsters, which have Recite the Starling. She is the main extender of the deck. She searches any of the bird girls that you do not have in hand yet. Same thing, I have 2 copies and 2 of Prom Thrush here because Eldritch is a bitch to deal with. This could get hit on the ban list, just like in the TCG, where Recite the Starling has been limited to 1 to prevent, you know, crazy extension from this deck. But I have it at 2 because, again, Prompt Rush is spell trap removal and Eldritch is a bitch to deal with. Next is Assembled Nightingale. This is actually the main win condition of the deck, especially if you're made to go second. Yeah, she can attack directly and she gains attack depending on the number of materials, and she even has an effect that you can activate at quick effect speed to stop battle destruction or card effects, and you know, you won't even take damage from battles. Next is Ensemble Robin, the other win con of the deck, or rather, the main boss monster you go into on your first turn board. It's a non-once per turn bounce. Granted, it has a target, but non-once per turn compulse. I usually end up with 3 to 4 materials with Ensemble Robin for my turn 1 plays, but that's usually more than enough. Next is Promenade Thrush. She's only ever really here for spell trap removal, but it can come up where her attack boosting effect can help you in closing out games. Next is the Zeus package. You know, attack a couple of times with Assembled Nightingale, then rank her up into Downer, then rank her up into AA Zeus. Next are honestly our they're only really here because they are part of prosperity targets. Although it can come up where you would need to summon these 2 Link monsters, but those situations are very, very niche. Now, oh, and a quick note, my last video on Duel Links, the Lunalight one, is now my most viewed video on the channel, and I'm not quite sure how to feel about that. Seems, you know, for an I guess popular archetypes are really, really popular. Yeah, no brainer. But yeah, I'm still not gonna go back into Duel Links, sadly, but I may come back probably next month, you know, if the ban list for Master Duel shakes things up. But yeah, let's take flight with these girls. Seen my Xyz Festival video, you likely already know how these combos go, but if you're just seeing this for the first time, I'm just gonna use this first duel as a way to demonstrate the combos. But beyond this, I will be skipping ahead as I do my combos. Now, I could get... Actually, no. I'll get back to here. That will probably tip my opponent off since I still have combos to go through. So at this point, overlay these two for the second Starling. My opponent has not done anything yet. So let's see what happens here. Then I can search. Let's detach. Yeah, let's detach Cobalt Sparrow. Maybe we can search Sapphire Swallow. And since we control the Winged Beast, we can special summon Sapphire Swallow alongside Wagtail. We don't need to search DD Crow anymore since it's in our hand. And trigger Wagtail. We don't really need Bird Call anymore. That'll probably be for next turn, so we get Bird Sanctuary here. Then after getting Bird Sanctuary, we summon the other Recital Starling. So yeah, again, if you've seen my Xyz Festival video, you already know how these combos go. But you know, for the sake of the first duel, I'm gonna show you how they're just combos off here. So yeah, there's that. Cobalt Sparrow. To save time, I'm not gonna activate Recital Star. Oh shit, I should not have done that. Actually no, that's still actually cheap. Since Utopic Future will have 3 Meteors anyway, so I guess that's fine, but could bite me in the ass later. Let's get another Barrel Canary as recovery for later. And then, once I've done all my searching, going to Utopic Future, then we're going into Utopic Future, rank him up into Draco Future. Yeah, this deck does have a big glaring weakness to Kaijus, and it's honestly one of the few things that can get past boards like this. Then we activate Bird Sanctuary now, just in case. Just draw one card. Well, I did not expect to get Bird Call. Okay, how hard do I combo off here? Probably not. At this point, you should... whenever you can, if you have Battle Canary in hands, you almost always have to... well, not almost always. I think the more definitive answer would be, whenever you have Battle Canary in hand, the revive should always be Sapphire Swallow, since she's the one who gets the most amount of materials attached to, let's say, Ensemble Robin. And as some people have pointed out, Ensemble Robin has the biggest honkers out of all of the bird girls here. And I do not fault them. She does have some huge heckin' honkers. I think I'll just use Bird Call here as an extension tool for next turn. I don't want to overextend too much. So yeah, so we have 2 recovery options and 2 ways to interact. We'll set this. Scare. And your move, Holy Man. So yeah, that's the typical Lyranus combo. If he has a Kaiju here and will out either Draco Future or... Ah, fuck, it's Drytrons. Okay. So Ensemble Robin will have to do a lot of work here. And I should not bounce that one yet. I'll bounce the next one, since he has not tributed off any of the Drytrons just yet. Oh, going into Inquiry. Okay. He can still make more summons. God, Drytron is such a scary matchup. If you mess up at any point here, could potentially be done and over with. I think I should do this now, while I still have a chance to do so. I'll banish Zeta. Zeta is the one that searches... yeah, it's the one that searches spells, alright? That way he'll have to work with whatever 5 cards he has in hand. Okay, pre-prep. That's not Denegate. Okay, he's gonna try to summon... Yeah, there's the Herald. That's the scariest part here. Okay, Alpha Thuban, what's he tributing off? Tributing Benten. That is not Denegate. You do not negate Benten, you negate, uh, hold on. Ritual Summon, inflicts if tributed, add a fairy. I don't think you negate this. But I think I should. He still has 4 cards in hand. I'll negate this. Are there special summons once per turn? This effect once per turn. Cannot be normal summoner set. Tribute one other. Add a ritual. So he could get. So he'll definitely get Herald of Ultimateness here. So. Caught between a rock and a hard place here. So yeah, I think I should just negate Alpha here. And then once Benten tries to trigger her effect, I don't even need to think about it. Alright. And I'll banish Benten before she gets to activate her effect. I don't think they have, I expected as much that they won't be able to do much here. But now I'm pretty vulnerable to any other tribute style effects they may have. If they go into their Xyz monster, then that means I'm pretty Gucci to do whatever I please here. Although granted, I already negated like 2 of their searches, so I'm not sure how Drytron is going to be able to play through this. And I banished like their 2 main play starters, so let's see what they do from here. Oh boy, Drytron is such a scary matchup, especially full power Drytron. I mean, Drytron, Adamancipator, they're like the 2 biggest combo decks in Master Duel, and they are at full power and are unchecked. Although granted, Lane Cross is already banned, so the Adamancipator at the very least cannot combo as hard, but Block Dragon was always the problem, not Lane Cross. Although Lane Cross is also a problem in and of itself. Okay. He's gonna try to summon the Herald he has in hand. Does he have... I wonder if he has the Herald of Orange Light. Okay, he tributes 2 off. Okay, tributed. Okay, Herald of Perfection. Will summon. Your opponent activates a spell trap. Send the fairy from hand to graveyard. Negate the activation and destroy it. So, what are the odds that he has a fairy in hand? Very, very highly likely. What effect did he activate again? Dawn of Herald. Banish from graveyard. Return to hand. I think I should stop this. If it gets negated, it gets negated. Let's detach Sapphire Swallow. Let's return your Herald to hand. If your last card in hand is a fairy, okay, cool. We survived. Alright, so the last card in hand is not a fairy, but he returns Natasha to hand. I'll just keep this up. I'll just keep this log tab open. Holy shit, we survived. Alright. I don't think he has any interaction here. So, what we should do is draw 1 card first. Since Ensemble Robin still has 3 materials. Okay, that's another word call. Let's just revive. I don't want to have to. That was a car horn. That surprised me. I don't want to have to deal with this vehicle here, so. Then, yep. All right. That's a pretty fair concession there, but yeah. So what I would have done is went into Assembled Nightingale, pecked a couple of times, and went into Zeus. So yeah, I'm not sure how else my Triton opponent would have recovered. Granted, my end board there wouldn't have killed him, but it would have been a lot of damage. So yeah, next duel. Second duel. Let's see what my opponent has. Oh, and this video will be a little longer than usual since I haven't been able to record properly over the past week. So this will be a treat. Although granted, I will be cutting a lot of the combos down to size. So because, good God, what the fuck? He's actually using us Artix. Okay. Tribute one other level 7 or higher monster from hand. What did he tribute? He did not tribute anything. So he tributed itself. Special summon from hands. You cannot special summon except once you level. If special summoned, oh, he just searches an Arctic. Alright. He's actually using it's actual factual Arctics. Okay. Do we get Nightingale here? He only has 3 cards in hand, so yeah, I think we should go into Nightingale. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god, oh! I burped. And what the hell is he gonna do here? He just searches another Arctic. Wait, special summon, discard. If special summon, oh, it special summons from hand or deck? Am I reading this right? Special summon from hand. Then he summons this. Well, I'm not gonna be concerned yet. I'm just gonna push through and see what happens from the end. Alright, so let's get Bird Call going. We should search... Yeah, I think we should search Cobalt Sparrow. Yeah, since we'll be able to summon it off of Warbler here anyway. We have 2 in hand, so there's that. I don't think I'm gonna cut this part. I was just gonna, you know, go through the lureless combos and whatnot, but I'm not quite sure if my opponent has interaction. But I'll keep talking as I go through these combos, because the Arctics are quick effects, so they could be sandbagging something here. Alright, so we get Wagtail. Then we have Instant Fusion, you know, basically just grants extra material on the board. So use these 2, that'll be enough. And then... Alright, so I'm gonna stop commentating here. I'm gonna skip ahead if my opponent does something interesting. So that I can do something funny here. So, I have... Oh shit, I forgot that I cannot... Well, I was gonna use Warbler here to summon Relinquish Anima, but then I forgot that Barrow Canary locks me out of any other summoning. So yeah, Warbler's gonna be the death of me should it come to that. But yeah, my end board is my end board. Out and opponent. Let's see what you got. See what these snow bears? Yeah, well, they're space bears, not snow bears. But Ursa Arctic is a very obvious pun. Ursa and Arctic, you know, Ursa being bear, Arctic being north. But there are a bunch of other like lore bits here because these guys are not really could, but supposedly work with Drytrons. So there's that. Okay, that was good. I banished their impermanence, but I'm not okay, I was thinking that was just bait, but no, they did not have anything else. God, Arctics are such a cool concept, you know, reverse synchro summoning, but they're too clunky for their own good, sadly. So yeah, next duel. I've won 3 Tyrolls in a row. Holy shit. This is also some decent hands. Yeah, we should start with Bird Call here. Although, man, Bird Call is... it's so tempting. Yeah, Bird Call is like the most high impact spell here. We have protection anyway, so if they have Ash Blossom, they have Ash Blossom. Max C. Well, unfortunately for you, good sir, I have protection. Cross-out Designator. I also like that when you use Cross-out Designator, it only names the stuff that you have in your deck. Unlike in free-to-play simulators, if you try to resolve Cross-out Designator, it literally names the entire card pool. So there's that. So I'm not gonna allow you to draw any more cards. The get is always Cobalt Sparrow, since it allows us to special summon Warbler here. So yeah, if my opponent has any other forms of interaction, they would have done it by now. But I'm gonna skip ahead and let's see where my board ends up. DD Crow in hand, Ash Blossom in hand, followed by the Grave in hand, which I will set since I'm going first. Utopic Future. Oh my god, this is a typical and honestly powerful end board for Lurelisk, pure Lurelisk. I don't I'm not quite sure how my opponent gets through this in his... Oh, it's more than 40 cards. Holy shit. 40, 41, 42, 3, 44. Guess he could not cut 4 cards. But, yeah, if he has a Kaiju, it's the way out. If he's gonna banish 6, that's a very juicy Ash Blossom target. And I still have, like, a couple of forms of interaction here. I don't know how my opponent's gonna get through this, but we shall see. Okay. Ash Blossom is negated. Let's see if my opponent can still play through my disruptions with 4 cards in hand. Sets 2! Does he set 3? Monster Reborn! What is he gonna target? Probably something from my side. Okay, just to block. It's literally just there to block. Okay. Not sure if I should actually even activate this. Yeah, no. I'm gonna let that go. Let's see what else my opponent is gonna do here. Set 2, revive my Warbler. Assuming here, probably just to stall out so he gets to his other pieces. But let's see. I'm not quite sure if my opponent can even get through this because I ashed the Pot of Extravagance, which he was probably banking on resolving here to unbreak his hand, but let's see what else he does here. Unless he surrenders, which, not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be surprised, since Ensemble Robin has 4 bounces, I still have a Monster Negate, and I have 2 ways to snipe stuff out of his graveyard, so there's that. Alright, just passes the turn. Now, any bird off the top will help me here. Actually, no. None of the birds will help me here. Since I don't have a way to revive. But let's draw a card and see what we get. Not use the negates yet anyway. Although, granted, could have anything in the back row. Okay, my own Monster Reborn. Right. Oh, I was just gonna attack, but my opponent's just gonna surrender. That's less work for me. Next duel. Time I lost a die roll today, so let's see what my... Oh god, that thick ass deck. Oh wait, no, it's exactly 40. It's misleading sometimes. Oh yeah, bird on bird action here. Ooh, do I negate this? Black Whirlwind does not once per turn. So I don't think I negate this. He still has 3 cards in hand. Oh boy. So Chris is just a free special summon. This is a non-once per turn searcher. He has 3 cards in hand. How hard can he pop off? Do I negate this, given my hand composition? I think I should. Let's see where this makes me end up. Here's granted he could still have other Blackwings in hand. He does. Oh god, it's Raid Raptor Blackwings. Oh boy. Oh, is he gonna make Full Armor Master here? Oh, he's gonna make Full Armor Master. Oh boy. That's gonna be a bitch to contend with. No, not going into full armor, just going into combos. Alright, Wise Tricks. Excuse me. Summon Zephyros. Does that trigger Black Whirlwind? It's not, right? Force Tricks. Yep. Raid Raptor combos, everybody. If you thought Lureless combos were long and hard to deal with sometimes, Raid Raptors got there first. So yeah, I'm gonna skip ahead. Because I don't have any other forms of interaction here, unless, you know, Master Duel allows me. But at this point, he's done his Force Trick Search, he's done his Wise Trick Special Summon. Let's just see if we can fight through his end board. Okay, so my opponent ended his board with Time Thief Redoer, True King of All Calamities, and Evil Swarm Nightmare. But he did not activate his True King at the start of my turn, huh? I was half expecting him to have Bogblade set, but no, he's just gonna stop my monsters from ever doing their thing. Okay then. But yeah, Evil Swarm Nightmare is gonna be the bitch. It's gonna be a bitch to deal with, since I have no way to get rid of face downs. Let's try and bait out whatever they have in hand first. So banish. Definitely won't need Promenade here. Definitely likely not be able to get into any of our main monsters. Actually, no. I might actually need Relinquished Anima here. Oh, this is gonna be a lot juicier than I thought. Okay. I think we have a far better plan. We'll get rid of Prom Thrush entirely. Get rid of Prom Thrush. Top 3. Well, that would have been useful earlier. Okay. Let's bait that True King of all calamities, sir. Let's bait the True King of all calamities then. I don't know why he didn't use it at the start of my turn, but okay, good. Oh wait, could this still negate him? Cannot activate. No, it's a lingering effect. Yeah. Detach one material. Declaring dark. Well, let's see what happens here. So I summon this. Special summon. Okay, let's see what he does here. I'm not sure if I even win at this point. Okay, he literally just shot. Oh wait, no. Evil Swarm Nightmare is a shotgun style effect. Yeah, it goes off no matter what. I could get that, but I'm not sure how effective that would be. Let's see. So it's a dark. Okay. Redoer's gonna go bye-bye. Okay. Oh, shuffle back in. Alright. Oh, he's already done all of his other shit. Alright. Okay. Holy shit, I didn't think I was gonna be able to get through this, since most of my stuff, like, activates in hand anyway. Okay, he keeps attaching. Oh, yeah. But he no longer has materials. Damn. Special summons monsters. Yeah, no, this is a lost cause. I mean, granted, I have 3 blockers, but I'm not sure how I can crawl out of this. So I'll just skip ahead to the next duel, unless my opponent misplays here. So yeah, next duel. Oh dear, my opponent had made me go second. And this is one of those shit hands. Oh boy. Although granted, it's all answers. So... oh dear, he's setting cards. So this could be a... okay then, that gives me a chance. If he's not gonna present any pressure, then so until I draw into something relevant here. That's not one of them. I could just summon DD Crow. Then use War Arfdow to get my play started. But yeah, let's see where this goes. Summon DD Crow. What do you have, opponent? Let's see here. I mean, it could have anything. Just set 3 and pass. So there's that. It could be Eldritch, but Eldritch don't really summon monsters. So let's see what else I can get away with here. Though it passed to my opponent, and the response took a while. So let's see. He could have Ash Blossom in hand. There's the Ash. I have the Called by the Grave. Stop Ash Blossom, so that I can keep searching. 1 card in hand though, so... I mean, granted, the odds are now gonna start shifting. Okay, he's gonna judge me. Yep, he really does not want to die here. Alright. So there's that. Ash Blossom goes through. My search is negated. I can go into Link Haribo just to insulate myself. So yeah, let's do that. Sad that we can't use a Relinquish Anima since Anima only gets face-ups. Or is it just any monster? Let me read that. Target one face-up. Yeah, it only gets face-ups. So yeah, we just have to pass a turn here. That Ash Blossom hurt me. Didn't expect him to be so aggressive with Solemn Judgment though, but it seems whatever he's waiting for cannot wait now. Oh, it is. Oh, it's just Mayakashi's, huh? Alright, Mayakashi's. So this is a zombie combo deck. So let's see. I have Nibiru in hand, so summons Ash Blossoms so that he can get his he can Link Climb, and then I'm not sure what else he does from here. Oh, okay, yeah. He can Synchro Summon now. So yeah, my opponent's gonna do Mayakashi combos, he'll start Synchro Climbing, and then I don't know what he's gonna end on. Usually just a bunch of, just a conga line of idiots, as the kids would say these days. He has Glow Up Blue, so is this the point where he gets like Heijun, if I'm mistaken? He gets Heijun, and then that's how he gets his combos going? Oh, okay, it's just zombies. It's just a mishmash of zombies. Alright, so we'll skip ahead, and let's see what my opponent's end board is. Okay, so my opponent highly likely misplayed, because I don't think he realized that Ash Blossom is also a tuner. So, yeah, he's... Oh, okay, he's gonna do something else here. Alright, getting the other YuGiOh. So he clears that. Monster special summon from the graveyard. Target one face up, negate its effects. Sure. So he's just gonna Synchro Climb. But I don't have any monsters here, so let's see. And I could rob his board now. Let's see first what else he does here. My opponent could still combo off. Oh, before the end of the main phase. Alright. Goodbye, board. That was 5 summons. Unfortunate for you. And he has a level 1 in the graveyard, so I can use that to my advantage. Set token defense. It's 0 defense. Alright, that's good for me. Really, really good for me. Yep, Yuki Musume is a level. So yeah, I think I should just go into Nightingale here. Yeah, my draws are not getting any better. Should just go into Nightingale, attack twice, and go from there. Does Nightingale need just 2 level 1s? 2 more level 1s? Alright. Oh, can I activate it? Revo. No, I don't want to activate that. So revive back, leading just to rub it in. 1 card in hand and 1 so could be anything. But yeah, summon back DD Crow. He's only seen generic cards so far, so I could literally be playing anything right now. But I guess the moment he sees Nightingale, jig is up. So there's that. Yep, summon Nightingale. Unless he has something here. Which I'm pretty sure it could be something, but he probably needed stuff on board, right? There can be only 1. Sure. Oh, okay, since I only control 1 of each type, so that's fine. Battle. That. Yes. Did you not realize that I could do that? I guess it's his first time. Alright, attack directly. Then use Nibiru to clear the token. else he does here. Alright, Vampire Proline. For zombie. Pay life points. Battling monster against attack and defense by that much. So 3,000, so he just bounces off. Special summon. Yeah, no. We can leave that big. Just go into Zeus here. Downer, go into Zeus. Let's see what else my opponent can do. Zeus is on board. We end the turn. See what my opponent can do from here. I'm pretty sure he's thinking that this is just generic good stuff, but no, I'm a learnerless deck, but I just threw it with all of my answers on turn 1. Let's see if my opponent can still do something about this board. Granted, I need to out Fraulein. That will be very annoying. Opponent's thinking about it. Setting it to attack. Okay, so he's gonna force me to activate Zeus here. Since he'll likely use a token to attack Zeus. It's negate effects? No, it's not. Alright. So I'll just wipe the board here. He has 1 card in hand. So let's see what he does. Okay. Probably made it easier for him. See, if he drew to Heijun, then his combos go off. But Zeus is not once per turn. So yeah. While my opponent's in the tank thinking, we'll skip ahead and see if, yep, Heijun is in hand. No, stop that. I was gonna say skip ahead, but no. Ash Blossom is the last card in my hand. Not sure how you can get away. Not sure how much further you can extend from here. Opponents. Alright, using Musume's revival effect. Musume? Okay. Special summon. Alright. Mill 1. I think I should wipe the board again on the second special summon, or rather on the second synchro. Unless he goes into YuGiOh again. Yep, goes into YuGiOh. Getting Gaki back out. Cannot target. Okay, sure. Back the Gaki. If he just ends the turn here, I'm gonna wipe the board again. Because that's what Zeus is for. Okay. Okay, using Mizuki. 5. Okay. He'll likely summon Heijun. And at that point... Oh, summoning the other YuGiOh. Okay. This is the one with a quick effect, right? Yeah, no, I think I should wipe the board now. If he did, he should have just summoned Heijun. So there's that. Wipe the board again. Not sure how else he can recover from here, but yeah, that's to be expected. Next duel. On the die roll again, so I'm going first. Ooh, this is actually a decent hand, but it's not gonna do too much. So let's put them to the test. You can just search another card on Sparrow. So do that. Summon Sapphire Swallow. And you've seen this song and dance before, so we're gonna skip ahead unless my opponent does something. It is just Ensemble Robin with 2 materials and 1 utopic feature, and then 2 other non-board, 2 other points of interaction. I really should not have used Battle Canary there when I was doing the combos, but take what you can get. Let's just hope this is enough. See what my opponent does here. Okay, using Raigeki, so that kills Ensemble. But that makes Utopic Future stay, so get Bell Canary back, recovery for next turn. See what else my opponent does here. Could be anything. Okay, getting rid of my back row this time. Sure. Also just wipes out other forms of back row. Dragon Maids. Alright. I will not allow you to search. I already got rid of a lot of my stuff. Unless he has Called by the Grave Hand as well, which he does not. Alright, so he doesn't get the search. Let's see. Alright, is he gonna suicide into my utopic future as a sign of... Okay, sure. Set Swan, ends the turn, and go. Alright. So we're not gonna attack with utopic future yet. What we can do is what we should have done last turn. Revive. Always revive Sapphire Swallow, since she's the one who gets the most amount of materials underneath your birds. But my opponent may have something here, so let's put that to the test. So summon Battle Canary, Sapphire Swallow. My opponent has an answer, but I don't know what. So get the Simple Nightingale, run him. Attack. That. Trigger Sapphire Swallow's effect. Attach Cobalt Sparrow, because we're not. My opponent has something, but I'm not sure what. So we pet in first. That's always the goal. Unless my opponent can do something here. Whenever priority passes back to him, it shows that they have an answer of some sort. Okay, tidying. So it bounces a monster, which likely really. I target Utopic Future here, honestly, rather than Assembled Nightingale. But okay, if that's how you're gonna play it. So before she returns, I'm gonna activate. Alright, Sapphire Swallow. Granted, all of them will be returned anyway, so rather than sent to the graveyard anyway, so I guess it's fine. Let's see what else my opponent does. That does leave him wide open to backstab, so 3,000. I could go into Zeus, but the one monster negate from Utopic Future could very well tip the scales in my favor. Since he only has Kitchen Dragon Maid in hand, plus 2 unknowns. So I'm not quite sure how my opponent gets into this. Alright, 3 cards in hand. I honestly still think this is the negate. And I get to steal it in the process. Oh, excuse me. Cannot use infinite impermanence anymore if he had it. So yeah, the kitchen. Or on my side of the field, like forever. And let's see what my opponent does. I still have 2 negates that I can use next turn, but oh boy, all of my negation is at always at the same time. So my Dragon Maid opponent is bricking like a motherfucker. So let's do that. We should just attack here, right? Should just attack. Attack. Tidying, banish, special summon, return it to the hand during the end phase, sure. So he has another monster in hand. Another kitchen. Okay. Then I will negate that as well. Not gonna allow you to get any advantage here. Sure. Then Utopic Future negates. I get to steal it. Attack again. Attack him. Beat me down with your own chef. Okay. Set this. Set this. Still want to keep Utopic Future. He's still good for 1 more negate, so I'm gonna go into the downward line. And I pass. Let's see what my opponent's gonna do here. He's been bricking. See what else he does here. Doesn't know that he probably does not know about the infinite impermanence yet, so it would be good to surprise him here with that. Okay. Discard, right? Discard, special summon by level 4 or lower from hand. I will actually negate that. Last material. It's a royal foil, but sorry, you're in the flat league now. It's everyone's everyone's motivated to win here. Alright. Permanence. There we go. I'll just have drink water. Okay. Could crash the 2 Dragon Maids here, but should have. Okay, good. Okay. So basically, all of he's needed to search throughout this whole game and did not get any. So yeah, this one's in the bag unless my opponent does something crazy. But we move on to the next duel. Okay, so my opponent managed to hang in there by deftly moving his various Dragon Mates around. Sadly, now all I have left is I can negate his searches, and I can just keep beating down with Utopic Future here, but he no longer has any materials, so no more negates. I've been drawing dead, unfortunately. So yeah, just a little update on that, and this duel goes on. Okay, so it took my opponent 10 turns, but he finally managed to get changeover off. Yeah, so this duel just literally turned 180 degrees. If I still draw dead, this duel, my opponent deserves this win. Yeah, no. I don't think I'll be able to recover from here. Unless I can bait out this negation here, since he will summon from the deck. So Maxi is a redraw here, which he will likely negate. He has no reason not to, seeing that I have an Oh, okay, he just let it through. Well, granted, that's fine, because if Sho uses her negate, she'll have to be shuffled back into the deck anyway. So yeah, I think that's just a loss he's willing to take here. So he still gets his searches. So yeah, Kitchen gets Lorpar. Lorpar discards herself. Alright. You can go instant fusion here. Still will not use Bird Sank. Okay, Sho will negate. Then after Sho negates, she shuffles back in and gets House Dragon Maid out. Okay. Ooh! Monster Reborn is interesting. So he only has... I'm not quite sure what he has in hand. Monster Reborn probably gets me out of this. More than anything else. So we summon back... Yeah, we summon back Cobalt Sparrow and then get Barrel Canary. And hopefully we go from there. Holy shit, I managed to claw my way out of that one. That was intense. The last few turns of this duel was pretty damn intense. Woo boy! But my opponent could still have something here. So Barrel Canary, then use Barrel Canary's effect. Revive Sparrow. Sparrow. That's Swallow. Revive Swallow. Then go into Nightingale. Swing for game. Holy shit, that was intense. So yeah, I'll just attach another material, and I think that'll be enough. Holy shit, I managed to claw my way out of that one. In spite of the bad hand, holy shit. Yeah, I just attacked. Don't want to overextend here. Unless my opponent can do something. Which, not gonna lie, yeah, he'll just summon Pinkheck, which is honestly one of the stupider sounding Dragon Maid names here. Target one other Dragon Maid, lower, target one monster, destroy it. Why is he targeting something that cannot be destroyed? Unfortunately, you cannot. Yeah. Oh my god, man! That was... He should have targeted... I should have targeted Nightingale instead. Now he just scooped in shame. Man, that was a way. That duel could have that, but you know the rest of the duel was pretty amazing. So yeah, next duel. Hey, I'm going second once again. This is a decent opening hand. My opponent has a 41 card deck. So I have an Ash Blossom. You can answer any purchase he may have. Harpist, alright. Tribute that. Okay, so summon from deck, you say. You already normal summoned, so bye-bye. Gonna stop with that. This guy is highly likely a Duel Links player. Because, Harpy into Swallow's Nest, yeah, that's a Duel Links play right there. Ooh, Hysteric Sign. Okay, so Elegant Egotist. So he can still combo off. I thought he could still combo off. So Harpies are the OG bird girls, and I'm not sure how young Lureless are in terms of their time in the game, but here they are. Bird Call is exactly what I was looking for, but let's bait out any stuff they might have in hand here. Okay, I will not be needing Prompt Rush for this duel, so banish all of her copies. 1, 2, 3. We definitely get Wagtail here. Then send back the other 2. Then use Bird Ball. We'll get Sapphire Swallow. Yes. Then yeah, man, you didn't even make me do my combos. I was gonna do so many things, Harpy opponent, but that Ash Blossom was pretty goddamn devastating. So, next duel! If at any point, I should have said this at the beginning, if at any point I sound like I'm a little too low on energy, because it's summer over here, and the heat really drains a lot of energy out of you. This is a busted-ass opening hand, so although there's no protection whatsoever, so let's hope for the best and expect the worst. I think I should summon Cobalt Sparrow instead. I can discard Wagtail for Wagtail. So yeah, Lureless combos, go and skip to my end board. Okay, we have Ensemble Robin with 5 materials, a negate from Utopic Future, Ash Blossom, Beauty Coronet. I could have used 1 for 1 at any point, but that will actually make me discard Ash Blossom and or DD Crow. So I think I'll just save this for later. What are you gonna do, opponent? Let's see what you got. Let's bet Rescue Rabbit here. Yes, wave again. No, I want you to wave again. I still like the fact that he dabs whenever you win. Then I have like Boral. Is this Boral Sword? Or is this Boral Load? I never remember. It's one of the Boral dragons. That much is certain because of the barrels on its arms. Boral barrel, whatever. Okay, he will likely getting rid of Ensemble Robin. Fair. That means his shit is Special Summoner Lion. So now I only have 1 piece of interaction here. He could have Called by the Grave here. Ooh, okay. Sky Strikers. Alright. So he's gonna get rid of my recovery options. That means, I'll need to get rid of Engage. Somehow. I need to stop him from using Engage here. He still has a monster negate to contend with, and I think getting Kagari is the choke here, since if I get Kagari, he will not be able to go into Shizuku, and if he cannot get into Shizuku, he will not be able to do anything. Let's see what my opponent does here, because there's still a game to be had, unless like the 4 cards in his hand are pretty poop. Although Ghost second Sky Strikers though, since he has Lightning Storm in the opener. Okay, Rose. Okay, that's not what I negate. What I'll negate is your Kagari. If he goes into Kagari at any point here, I'm gonna. Okay, Hayate is not the threat. Nor is her Surge effect the threat. Although, yeah, her search effect I can easily respond to it with Pro anyway. That's completely fine. Like, Birdsong, once you've drawn, even if you've drawn only just one card out of it, that's more than enough, honestly. Okay? She dealt damage. Then she sends a Sky Striker card from deck to graveyard. I think I should negate this. Yeah, rather than let her go into Kagari, just nip it at the bud. Unless he can't have infinite impermanences. At that point, he has a creature, a monster on board. And by that point, if he uses infinite impermanence on Utopic Drake of Future here, it would already be too late. I still don't want to use 1-for-1 here since both DD Crow and Ash Blossom are pretty invaluable here in combating Sky Strikers. So I have 4,500 on field. He already used his normal summon. I'm not sure if he has a revival style effect here that he can go into so that he can keep pushing his plays, but if this is it, I'm just gonna attack and not overextend. Unless I get a monster off the top that I can easily get back with 1-for-1, but other than that, I don't know what my opponent's gonna do, so we'll skip ahead. Unless my opponent does something, but in which, okay. Oh god. I can never remember the name of this thing. Afterburners. Target one monster, destroy it. If you have 3 or more spells, destroy a trap card. Okay. Then destroying his own Hayate, which is probably only a 1-of with the deck. And my opponent surrenders. Alright, cool. I mean, Utopic Future can't be destroyed anyway, so yeah. I guess he had no choice there. Next duel. Oh my god, this is a pee-pee poo-poo opening hand. Alright, this is one of those rare occasions where I just set cards and pass. I could just summon Sapphire Swallow here and go into Linkuriboh. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Basically, it's extra insulation. I mean, not like I'm gonna be able to do anything here anyway. So, there's that. I mean, granted, if he's a battle deck, I'm more than prepared for it. Unless it's a combo deck. If it's a combo deck, I think I should just concede rather than waste my time here. If it's even a combo deck, but let's see. Opponent, drew for turn. Okay, my opponent, alright, it's Pendulum Magicians. I'm gonna nip it at the bud while I can. Prevent him from going into too many hits. Okay, so my opponent tries to activate again. I'm just gonna keep banishing his shit, because I don't have anything better to do anyway in this kind of board state, but... if my opponent still manages to recover after losing those 2 resources, I'm not gonna be surprised. Props to him. So yeah, this is a lost cause. I'm just gonna see how it ends. I'm gonna play it out because you know there's more rewards anyway whether you win or there are rewards anyway whether you win or lose. But gonna count this as a loss unless you know my opponent messes up or I top deck something ridiculous. My opponent managed to go into an Electromite line and somehow managed to summon Zark. Like, holy shit, that was a flex and a half that they managed to summon Zark and use Zark to finish me off. But now we're in another duel. Did we get Wagtail? Yeah, we should get Wagtail. And then after that, we summon Cobalt Sparrow here. Unless my opponent has interaction, I will do the usual lureless combos, and we'll be right back with my end board. Wait, will this work the way I think it should? Let's see. Because it just says main deck, doesn't necessarily mean it has to be in hand. If if this works, no, it still has to be in the deck. Yeah, no. So cross-out designator only really works if the target is still in the deck, and I have the Nibiru in hand, sadly. So yeah, my world got rocked, unfortunately. So yeah, no, I'm not quite sure if I can still play this game, but yeah, this is a lost cause unless my opponent. That last duel, both of us like bricked pretty hard, but even then, my opponent managed to eke a win out. So yeah, we're gonna keep skipping ahead until my opponent finds a way to kill me. But otherwise, it is a lost cause. What the fuck is this deck? So, is this like Fairy Tail Kaijus? Or is this Gren Machu? It's one of those things. I'm not quite sure what my opponent is doing yet. But let's see. Oh my god. Opponent. If you're just gonna attack with these three, that's honestly more than enough. Oh, okay, it's just ghost. Yeah, it's just go second. Go second. I'll break your board as hard as possible, deck. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, and he also like identify the critical choke there. So yeah, good game, opponent. And didn't quite expect to get Nibiru. Okay, at least now I know that cross-out designator works the way it does. But yeah, we're gonna end it off here. That was a pretty decent run, honestly. I got to Plat 4 after all those duels. But yeah, we're gonna keep trying to climb. I mean, April 1 is like still a ways away. But yeah, Master Duel is, people are already starting to get bored of it because there's no new content for the time being. And, excuse me. So the next event coming up is normals and rares only. So yeah, there are some decks that are viable in this format, like Tenyi. I think I don't know if you can play Plunder Patrol in NRs only because their boss monsters are all like super rares and up, I think. But the deck I'll definitely be bringing Pacifist to that, and of course the Garbage Lord decks. The Garbage Lord decks will be ever present in these events from now on, unless Konami bans them for the event. So yeah, event coming up soon. I will be recording probably just two, maybe just one. Yeah, just one video with the NR event with the normals and rares event. And yeah, so if you like what you saw, hit like, subscribe, share it among your friends, and leave a comment even. Tell me how much I misplayed. I don't know. I'm just a guy here trying to make a living out of playing card games. So until next time, toodles!